Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Thursday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. No rain this morning for you, Bill, but again, darkness set in. I think darkness is set in.
Darkness,
I don't think we won't see the sun again until 7 o'clock, it feels like, the rest of the year.
Darkness is set in.
Yes.
Bill's happy.
Oh, it is. It's incredible.
This is the dream.
You say some amazing sentences.
Darkness has set in. What's wrong with that?
Jake, I thought of it this morning. I was doing my band workout.
Yeah.
One of my favorite of all time. It just hit me today out of the blue like that. I've spray tanned. Just out of the blue.
Very declarative.
Yes, yeah. I spray tanned.
And you know what? That was still a one-time thing. It was not a good experience for me.
But just the fact that
it
Jake
wasn't the
just threw
fault
it
of
out.
the place. It was my fault. I was lost. I didn't know what to do there.
Yeah.
They say it's
Should you spray tan before you go on your trip, on your Amtrak trip? A little glow to you?
I don't think I'm going to do that. That would be today or early tomorrow for that to happen.
That should be what happens if you lose next year.
Oh, no.
Spray tan.
So whoever the loser is has to spray
Not
tan.
only are you spray tanning, but you're taking the Amtrak with an 8-hour trip with a spray tan, a fresh.
And we
spray
have
tan.
so far Seth and his and his girlfriend are committed to the send-off party.
That's right. So last night I was talking to Seth,
Huge news.
and he said I'd like to be at the send-off for the Amtrak. Yes, for the Amtrak. He wants to be there. So
Is he a breaker?
He's in and out, on and off on that. But he
Just
said
hard life. Too busy to turn the radio on.
and
From
it's tough. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, listen
He's
to his best
he's
friend.
probably sleeping right now. Gets up around 7, I would assume. But no, I have 2 people that say they will be at the send-off at 12:46 a.m. Saturday morning.
Will you be any place? Will you be in a establishment before, or maybe somebody can meet you there too to kind of walk you over or something? Where will you be?
Well, I can't say exactly where, but somewhere in the rail yard or Haymarket area.
Like a parade route is what we're looking for.
Yes, exactly.
A parade of beers to be consumed before the Amtrak takes
That's what
off
you want
at
to do.
12:46.
Yeah.
Map it out.
Get all boozed up before you get on there and have to go to the bathroom all the time.
I think there's bathrooms that are there's several bathrooms, I believe, on the Amtrak.
I'm sure there is.
Seth is going. That's good with his girlfriend. I wouldn't go to your send off if it was on my front porch.
Yeah. This goes back to my Major League Baseball at Haymarket, the World Series.
If it was in my kitchen, I wouldn't go.
Kitchen, I probably would, but if it was a block down, I wouldn't make it.
Would you? If it was in your kitchen, maybe stop in and say hello.
I would.
What if it was at 5 p.m. and not 12:46 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you'd be there for that? Okay,
Well,
I respect that. Lee.
Jake, yeah.
I still don't think I'd make that one.
Oh,
No.
come on, Bill.
I don't think I'd make that
Come
one.
on, 5 p.m. Just a quick appearance.
Wouldn't make it. No.
Jaron says, can we bring a sign for the send-off? Sure, why not?
Yes.
You're going to be there at 12:46
If there's even one person
with
with a sign, that will be remarkable, and it will be well documented.
Yes, it will.
Ben, you need to be there for this.
Yep.
What's
sorry,
the sign
Ben.
say?
Yes.
Good luck, Jake, on
Enjoy your
Amtrak.
trip.
Yes.
Enjoy your trip.
Ben, you need to be down there for this to monitor this.
LB says I'll be on the side of the road outside of Minden when the train comes by. I
That'd
probably
be
won't
bizarre.
see
Someone
you.
on the side of the road.
Waving.
Where's Jake at? Which one? Where's he at?
It was really fast. The Amtrak goes really fast.
I hope it does. It's a bullet. It's an 8-hour trip.
It's a bullet train.
I hope it goes as fast as possible
They go fast.
with many stops.
I think
I still have not figured out how many stops the Amtrak makes. I just know
They don't want you to know.
Holdridge.
They don't want you to know. There's a lot more than you think.
How long does it stop for? Is it a half hour it stops for? Is it 20
My
minutes?
experience is it's kind of weird. Yeah, it can be long. It can be long. I know people that take it. There's one time I had to pick up a friend out here at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. It was supposed to come in. It came in at 3 a.m.
Female?
And they were stopped a long time ago. And they were stopped like not that far away for like an hour. They're like, well, it's right down. It's like not that far away. I'm like, what are they doing? Yeah, you don't know. You just don't know sometimes.
We have a couple of texts coming in saying, it says, I don't think the Amtrak has ever been on time in its history. You're looking at 3 a.m. for sure, not 12:46. If it's 3 a.m., it's going to be a rough day.
That's smart. That's a smart text. I think that's true. Yeah. Well, you can do it, though.
The bars close at 2. I guess I could go back and just kind of listen for the Amtrak to come in.
That'd be screwed.
I got to go. I got to go. Train's here. Got to go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good. Yeah, you might be sitting at the Amtrak station for a while.
That sounds like a delightful morning.
Yeah. There's not much there either. This
is why it's a punishment. You know, it's hopefully it's somewhat fun on the train itself.
How'd you finish dead last? Jake, you watch.
Can I walk you through that?
You are an NFL guru.
Oh, I was paying attention. Justin Fields was terrible.
Okay.
They told him to be a pocket passer. He's not a pocket passer.
Okay, that's
there was injuries involved here.
Ben's agreeing.
There's injuries involved here, and just downright bad luck.
Okay, so it wasn't a management issue.
No, I don't think so. I'm not taking blame.
You were
I won the title.
I'm not taking blame for being dead last. Someone has to.
I won the title the previous year. I had bad luck. I know what I'm doing.
You were actively playing. You were making moves, trying to
kind of. Yeah, I was keeping. Yeah, I didn't have like a guy that was out on my lineup. I had somebody who was actually playing every week.
Okay.
You see some people that they gave up. There's like 2 guys that are on injured reserves starting.
Right.
Like, well, they don't care anymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I had someone ask me about if I had interest in being in their fantasy league. I didn't even stop
walking. It was
walking.
my cousin.
That was Dave Dipple.
What's that?
Dave Dipple.
It was Dipple. It was mind blowing to me.
No, I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, that was, and I'm not down on Dip for asses.
No, neither. I love Dip.
Yeah, but the chance of me having any sort of interest in that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who asked me.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, and I mean it wouldn't matter if Woody Harrelson said, "Hey, will you be in our fantasy?" I say no.
I'm good. Woody.
You went with Woody Harrelson. That's incredible. That's incredible. Woody, I loved you on Cheers. I'm not going to be in your fantasy football league. That's incredible. I went Woody Harrelson.
My favorite actor. I mean, even if it was my favorite actor or actress, I wouldn't do it. Halle Berry said, "Hey, you want to
really?
You want to be?"
I think you would. I think
you might break down.
If it was just the two of you. If it was just the two of you, Steve, would you want to be in the league?
I wouldn't. If it was just the two of us, I'd say no. I don't want to do that. I want to keep track. Thanks, though.
Yeah,
maybe we can do something else. Well, I mean, we could do.
There's kids. We have kids. This show is.
I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He didn't.
Really?
We could play croquet or something.
That's a common game.
Sipping Halle Berry playing croquet is a sight to behold.
I didn't mean it like you thought.
Really?
That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of different things you can do. God. Really? Seriously? We doing
I
this?
about got run over by a biker.
Today?
In my truck.
That can't happen.
I know it. But he about ran into my truck.
The big rig.
Ooh.
And so I'm going for fitness yesterday after the show. And I'm stopped at a light. Here comes this biker. And I mean, he misses me by about an inch going pretty good. And then I realized I look, I'm like, what just happened? Then I look, I was parked in the middle of the crosswalk. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I was pulled out too far. Yeah. It would have been your 100% on me.
At least you admit that.
I was out too far. And then I almost I almost wanted to yell at him like, sorry, because I didn't realize it.
This is informative to people.
Yeah, I was way too far
Don't
out.
get into that crosswalk.
No, and I
do it all the time.
I do it all the time. When Gigi, I was teaching her how to drive, we always stop. Hey, we got a crosswalk. Let's get a plan here. I didn't. Well, it was at a weird place. So it wasn't. It was at a place you would never expect any humans crossing the street.
Where?
What's that? It was right on O Street, about 56, about right by the mall, right by the Halloween store.
Yeah, nobody crosses that path. You're right. Nobody
I'm not
walks
thinking.
there.
I'm just waiting for my left arrow, and all of a sudden, he about whips right into me, and I'm like, wow, that guy's a clown. And I'm like, no,
you're the
clown's right here.
Wow.
Yeah, clown's sitting
That's
right
big
here.
of you to admit that, though.
Yeah.
Bill.
Hey, this is informative to people, though. Just because it's a lapse that a lot of people do. So just
it
be
doesn't
mindful.
happen to me downtown or any place. Because I'm like, okay, potential pedestrians everywhere. That was a spot you just don't ever see people crossing.
Yeah,
and so it threw me.
I'm in it all the time.
I think
I need to be better.
Okay,
that's what we're talking.
We're all
I need to
bad.
be better. Let's look at our. Let's don't point the finger, pull the thumb.
I think I might be the worst at this, though. My wife. Every time you're in the crosswalk again.
Yeah,
you're in the crosswalk again.
Yeah, wives do that.
You've never not been in the crosswalk when you park the car at the stoplight. You've always been in the crosswalk, which It's fair.
Yeah.
It's criticism that's fair.
Yeah. You're aggressive. There's
I
a
try
certain
to,
level of
if
aggression.
I'm trying to go right, I'm going to try to crit the
Right.
crosswalk and turn.
Yeah. Just
I
be
can
more
see it-
mindful.
I can see it with
There's no
Elizabeth.
point to be in the crosswalk if you're
No.
going straight, though, which is my bad.
Yeah.
Because you have to stop and do
Are you really trying to gain that extra? You need that extra 3 feet? No, you don't.
No, you're just not
It's
being
buffoonery.
Yeah, you're not being mindful. And there are a lot of bikers.
I did bring that up the other day going to a social event. We got there and we arrived and I said, hey, if anybody needs any sort of driving tips, Laura is here for you to let you know. Because I get them. The one I get the most is coming in a little hot.
Yep. I got that. Yeah.
Oh,
Been
yeah.
there.
I get that
I
one.
feel
Live.
that
I
one.
get that one.
I get wide turn.
Wide turn.
Wide turn. Wide turn.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the other
heard that
one,
one too
the
many
one I
times.
get a lot is turning in front of people. I'm very casual about
Take your
it.
time,
And
you
here
mean?
they come, and
Yeah.
people be like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "We're good."
Oh, I will cross into cross into opposite traffic at a dangerous. It's just all of a sudden it's like I can make it.
No, I got this.
I got this.
He's crawling here.
I always like the one that you always tell when they're upset they almost speed up to just almost take your bumper off. I'm like, really? Did you have to speed up?
Oh, there's some other quirks I wouldn't even share with on the air. Anyway,
Does
All right.
Elizabeth give you the sigh? I get the sigh a lot. I get the. I get
She's
that one
not,
all
no,
the time.
she's not bad. I did notice the other day that she was holding on to the handle. I'm like, really? Did that deserve
Jake's
Jake's
aggressive. He's aggressive.
Well, he's in the Accord now. He's out of the Cobalt.
I've
Everything
ridden him.
changed.
I've ridden him.
I am.
He's aggressive.
I can be an aggressive driver. But I thought that holding on to the handle was a little bit over the top. Like,
Oh,
really?
sometimes-
I'm not coming in that hot or turning that fast here. Like, she didn't sigh, but that was like, come on.
I tell you, it doesn't happen
on.
often. A lot of times they're right up front. But if you're ever in the passenger side and they have a handle right here,
Yeah.
oh, is that comfortable?
I almost don't want a car without one.
I love if you're riding.
Yeah, but
and-
she held that like,
I
as,
know.
as,
Might have
a,
just
as
been
a
doing it.
safety measure. Like, no.
But I'm just telling you, if I'm driving across country and someone, I just hold on to it. It's comfortable.
100%.
It's very comfortable.
100%.
I think it's because of bad shoulders and just being
Okay.
old.
I don't-
but
yeah,
I don't know,
I don't
but
know.
it's just really comfortable.
Yeah, I always reach for it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
it's
do.
there on cars and sometimes it's
Ooh,
not.
here's a great question from Jaron
This
on
is
YouTube.
really
Where's
idle,
he calling from?
He doesn't say where he's coming from. He's on YouTube though. Jaron says, "I wonder who has received the most middle fingers of you three."
Oh,
of
I
driving."
guarantee me. It happens so not middle fingers.
Oh yeah, middle fingers is
This all the time.
The hand, yeah, palms up in the
I
honk.
get pumped.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
honked. I get honked for stuff I don't even know I'm doing. Like, what did I do? I'm always like, what did I do? I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of it's just driving down the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to float in the middle. I know I do that.
crossing both lines.
Yeah. I mean,
That
Well,
would-
I've gotten that honk a lot.
That would
where
be deserve it then.
yeah.
but sometimes I get it and I'm literally don't know what I'm doing.
You'd like to be able to roll the window down. Excuse me. What was that?
you tell me
for?
what I did
was
wrong?
that one?
I'm trying to get better. What was I doing? I'm trying to improve myself. Just like me. Like, hey, I was in the middle of a crosswalk. I know what's going on here. I need help.
Just
Yeah.
tell me what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would go over well.
Need the pull over sign.
Can you just help me?
Help me get better here.
No,
What did I do wrong?
I've gotten honked at on one trip more than once. I mean,
By the same person or other people?
other people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad. I drive bad. I'm a bad driver. So I guarantee you, it's I get the most. I guarantee it. I mean, I know the situation,
Okay.
but I always tell people, I'm here. I'm intact. I haven't gotten any major accidents. I don't think I've caused any major accidents.
You don't think you have? It's scary. I don't think I have.
No.
Hey.
No.
By the way,
This is an idle chit
this is.
chat.
By the way, we have.
It's so idle that it just went silent.
No, it's fine. We have another comment on the Amtrak over here.
What do we got?
You're
Rand-
going on the Amtrak.
Randy says this: I take the train from Denver to Lincoln and back all the time for Husker games. It's rarely on time. However, stops are not long, if at all. It only stops if there's passengers to get on or off at certain stops.
I would imagine that when they whip in there and it's like, hey, it was because they're already late. If they're already late when they whip in, so they probably give them like 10 minutes. Like, hey, if we're already behind the time we already scheduled, they need to get on and off and this thing's moving.
Might be an old person though.
How nice would it be though? Like you said, to take if you're taking the going to a game and you're getting off in the Haymarket, it's very handy.
Perfect. Perfect.
Very handy.
Perfect.
It's almost worth a drive out to Holdridge. Get out there, get on the train, and drive in.
Perfect.
Yes.
I think you'll have. I don't know. I'm not. I just want to know how it goes.
I just hope you meet some random people. I hope someone sits right beside you and talks your ear off
Oh.
the entire time.
Well, that might be the slow headphones
The
on.
slow headphones on. Yeah.
Turn away.
Yeah.
Slow headphones.
Try to do the Bob
headphones.
Dylan type of thing, just really
Well, yeah.
slow turn away.
To the wall. Hey, so subtle. You'd be subtle.
I think I
about
just say, you know what? It's headphone time. I'm
Yeah.
going to take a nap here.
Get a
Could you
podcast.
tell the person? All right, etiquette again. Could you just say to the person, "Hey, I'm gonna take a little nap here"?
I'd say, sir,
Yeah.
ma'am, it's 1:47 a.m. I'd like to sleep for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not in the mood to talk right now.
That's what I would tell
Would
him.
you understand
I'm not in the
that?
mood to talk to you right now.
I
That
was
makes
gonna
for
say,
It's
I don't-
1:46
I'm not in the mood
a.m.
to talk to you.
I was gonna say, can't you just maybe just say, "I'm gonna take a little nap"? I'll be.
And I would hope they'd understand it on the train from 12:46 a.m. to 7:56
Are you
a.m. that
taking-
someone might want to take a nap.
Are you taking the neck pillow?
I am taking a neck pillow. I've
Yes.
decided I'm taking this. Yeah, the one
the
around
neck-
the neck.
yes.
That's it.
I want a photo with the neck
Oh,
pillow
I'll do
in the
that.
Amtrak.
Yeah,
I
I'll
want
get that. Before I take off, I'll have that. And I'll take pictures.
Do you have some snacks like some goldfish?
I
or
haven't decided
something?
about the snake. I am required to take pictures and video in there of the trip to document it, basically.
One thing I'm not worried
Goldfish.
about is Jake faking this. He's gonna do it.
No, he'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah. There's no.
I'm not. There's no. He doesn't fake stuff.
Oh.
He doesn't.
No.
I'd be shocked if he ever did that. God, now that you mention it, I wouldn't worry about that at all.
There's three of us. There's the one that's rock solid is Jake.
Yeah.
Me and you would consider it.
I'd consider
Yeah.
trying to. Yeah,
Pull a fast one.
I've
Pull a fast
listen.
one.
I've already purchased the ticket. I can't get a refund. I have to go.
it's Jacob.
It's
not
Jacob.
Jacob.
So
I need to see the ticket.
Jacob Sorensen. It really struck me.
it did.
His dad's an accountant and he drinks salt water.
My dad does. Yes, he does.
A warm glass of
Hey,
salt
he does
water.
drink coffee too, but not till 10 a.m.
Not till 10.
Not
He
till
has-
10 a.m. is the rules here.
From 4 to 10, he drinks warm salt water. That's what he told me.
I know. It's just,
Interesting. Is that-
that's
is
dead true.
And he told me also he's trying to cut down on carbs and he's skinnier than Jake.
Is that
Oh, he's
energy?
yeah,
very thin.
Yeah.
Is that an energy drink? Salt water?
I've never tried it. It scares me to try that.
It doesn't scare me. I
He
mean,
claims it tastes good. I said, I don't believe you. I like salt and I like water, but not together like that.
I love salt and I love water.
Not together, not to drink it. It's not
Salt
the
water's-
ocean here.
it's pretty. Jake, it's pretty benign.
I'll get you a glass of salt water to start off the show tomorrow. See how it goes for you.
Warm,
If you like
tepid
that.
salt
I'll say
water,
no,
please.
No coffee for you. You got to drink the salt water instead. All good.
It's pretty benign.
If you say so. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our
That got a
friends
little
at
rough.
Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs this summer and fall. Was he in the garage this morning, Bill?
No, again, we're not talking.
I'm not talking still
Yeah,
because
not talking.
this.
Well,
it's
I don't like this
nitrogen.
riff.
Yeah, he's not talking to me. And
I don't like
It's
this
your
riff.
fault.
and it's on me. It's
Yeah.
on me. I got out over my skis, did some extra nitrogen,
And there's a brown spot.
and there's some brown spots, and that's
And he's embarrassed.
He's embarrassed, and,
Because people know
and
that that's his-
Laura's texted him. He says, that we're sorry, and Bill made some errors. It was errors in equipment, though. Just the nitrogen was not an error. That was not an error at all.
Laura's
It was
stepped in.
yes, it was an equipment error. Yes. So we decide we go a couple weeks, and he'll be back, and we're gonna sit and talk about it,
Yeah.
just how to get better.
Yeah. You need to come together like the Mideast.
Yeah.
There needs to be an accord. Do I need to step in like Henry Kissinger and bring
Kissinger.
you guys together?
Yes.
Do I need to bring them
You
together?
should try at least.
I'll get a Nobel Peace Prize for this.
Sports.
464-5685. Call
Ben's
us.
completely
Ben's
checked
already there.
out.
Come
He's
on,
been
Ben.
he's not
He's
even
like, I'm
awake.
waiting for sports.
Stay with us, Ben.
Ben said that one time to me. He goes, "You guys are funny. Sometimes you talk sports." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, Ben. All right."
Young Ben.
He had a lot of takes today
He
again this
did.
morning right
Yeah, he
away.
did.
Came-
Ben
We're going
has
to get
a-
to one right now off
Ben's
the
got a-
bat.
Yeah, he
But-
comes out of bed with takes.
He does.
So we will get to in the 7 o'clock hour that we will address the BTN bus tour and stop by. No DiNardo, just Howard Griffith and
No
Dave
DiNardo.
Revson.
No
No.
DiNardo.
So we'll get to some of their
why no
comments.
DiNardo?
I
He's
don't know.
They're all really good.
He was at media days. DiNardo was
Yeah.
at media
He might be
days.
cutting
and then
back. He might be
Well, he's
cutting
getting
back.
older. It's a long
Yeah.
trip.
I wasn't
It's a
going
long
to say
trip.
that.
It's a
but
long
yeah,
trip.
yeah.
I did see, though, the ESPN Football Power Index
Yes.
numbers came out. Nebraska's at number 41 in the rankings with a projection of a record of about 6.5 and 5.5. So 6 and 6, 7 and 5, the projection per the FPI, how they go through all the different units of the team, the schedule, everything to assess what could possibly compile a record. And I would ask the question on that, and Ben had a take this morning on this. Question was,
let's hear Ben's take.
The question was, would 6 wins for Nebraska be an acceptable season or disappointing for Nebraska fans? They have not made a bowl game. We all know since 2016. People are saying 7, 8, 9 wins on the table this year for the Huskers. 6 wins does get you to a bowl game for the first time since 16. Sip, you thought thoughts this morning. What
There's only one answer
6?
to that question, and it would be disappointing. That's the only answer in my opinion.
6 wins we're talking.
Yes,
Yeah,
6.
That would be a hard no.
Yeah, it'd be disappointing. They don't, because of the 2 factors we always talk about. I always start the conversation with the roster. It's a good enough roster to win 7 or 8 or 9, and then the schedule's set up. So no.
Yeah, when the conversation is heavily that you're going to start off 7-0, because there's not, if you say it's hard, right? It'll be hard to be 7-0. Everyone will agree with that. That's very hard.
I don't expect that.
But if you look at it and say, okay, which game do you lose?
Yeah,
you have a better roster in all 7 of the games.
Pretty much.
You have a better roster in all 7 of the games.
So yeah, I think so.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom.
Some will be very, very close. It might be a 51-49%. So
Rutgers, Indiana. Yeah, Rutgers, Indiana will be wars.
But if you take a look, we talk about Indiana being a war. Brand new coach, and
I know.
And you're saying it's going to be a war. I agree, but I think it is. I agree with you. But if you look at it from the outside, if I'm a Herb Street going, can't go to Indiana and win in year 2. It's their year 1, and it's Indiana.
Point. That's a good point.
That's how it would be looked at. But I would say yes, because
6.
If you take a look at, okay, let's just take this. Who are the 6 losses where you'd be like, I'm okay with those 6 losses? There's one you'd say Ohio State
on the road.
Not really okay with it, but it's a tough win.
USC.
And going to USC is tough, even though they're not a juggernaut.
Right.
But and you're going to SC. That's 2 of the other 10. Which one would you say? That's how are we going to win? How are we going to win at Purdue?
At Iowa. But no,
their quarterback just threw for 20 yards.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's Iowa.
Yeah.
But no,
It's
you're
tough.
right. Point taken. Point taken. I'd just throw Iowa in there too.
But that's how I
know
would look
this.
at it.
I know this. 6 isn't gonna stir excitement. There won't be excitement.
There won't be. There will not be a lot of. Well, it's okay. We're in a bowl game. It's good they're in a bowl game, but because if they have 6 losses, they've lost a couple games that are head scratchers.
And then the bowl at 6-6, the bowl becomes really important.
Going to Detroit possibly.
Well,
the Little Caesars Bowl.
It becomes important because you don't want 6 and 7 because that's a complete no. That's so
losing season.
6 is not going to cause any excitement. 7 with a bowl win. Now you're getting a little more excited.
Do people travel to the bowl game if they get to 6 wins?
I don't know.
To Detroit.
Think about the losses, like Bill said. Think about the losses you would have.
A lot of it, how's it look?
God,
how's it look? Where they're going?
It's such a. The interesting part of the discussion to me is when I hear people say, "They got to win. They got to win this year." It is only year 2, so it doesn't line up perfectly. But the fact is, they do got guys. They
got guys. They have old guys, and they have
they do
arguably the best schedule in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm. Old guys, good guys.
Right.
A lot of their good guys are they're veteran guys that this is it. So you got to get a lot out of it. You got to get a lot out of it.
Oh man, I got some old players. Yeah, they're not very good. They're just okay.
Nash, Butler, Javin Wright, Bullock. Yeah. I mean, on defense, Tommy Hill, Marquise Buford, all old guys.
All old guys that have played a lot of football, and they're good players.
Good.
Really good players.
Good. Got to get a lot out of them. You got. Ben Scott up front, Ben Hart, Mazuka, old guys, old linemen. Got to get a lot out of them. Fedoni's a veteran player now. Borkacher's a veteran player. You have Banks and Nayor who are not kids. They're grown men.
Played a lot of football. At a high level. And they played in the ACC and they played in the Big 12.
Got to get a lot out of them. Got to get a lot. Ramir Johnson's like as old as you, Jake. Yeah. Irvin's an old guy.
He's 33.
Yeah, he's 33. He just turned 33, I think. He's got multiple. But anyway. I'm joking. My God, Bill. The point is, they are. You got to get a lot out of these guys. I mean, I don't know about how Bill thinks. If I were a coach, and I trust me when I tell you I'd be a good one.
I believe it.
My whole thing would be, we got to get all we can out of these guys. We got to squeeze all of it out because they're pretty good. And if we get all of it out of those guys, we'll be good. We'll get 8 or 9 or maybe more. If we get all we can out of all these guys we just mentioned, we'll be good. That'll be a good season. But that's it. You got to get all you can out of them.
Response from Texas has been no. It'd be disappointing for 6 wins, now,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
if they were 6-1 and lost 5 straight. Okay, I mean, come on. You're thinking about, hey, potentially a sleeper
6-1 and lost 5 straight.
Of course,
My
that's
God.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lord. That'd be awful.
Boy, that's in play with the first 7 games being all winnable.
I'm not all about that 6-1, 7-0 discussion. I'm not. You could.
It'll be really hard, but they'll be favored in every game.
True, I get where you're coming from.
They will be favored, but it don't. For me to say it's not it from coaching standpoint, no, that's hard. It's hard. It's hard because there's just certain things can happen again. You don't know what happens injury wise. There's a lot of little things that factor into it. Now, like I said, you said year 2 is hard. There's been a lot of successful year 2s.
It's true. I mean, I get that.
I mean, DeBoer had him in the national championship game at Washington.
That discussion's changed a little bit in the last few years, obviously.
If it was 10 years ago, year 2, I'd be very much into year 2. Right. I'd be like, yeah, it's year 2. Don't even. It's going to be a while to get their guys in there. Where it's like, that's not how it goes. That's not how it works anymore.
You can patch it up pretty fast,
pretty quick, and you can
patch it up.
Sure,
and sometimes you might say, well, it's hard to do. Can we do that at Purdue? Well, no, we don't have the same 1890 collective. We don't have the same fan base. We don't have the same facilities. They have it all.
Yeah, you can do it here.
You have it all,
and they're doing it. They patched up pretty well. Where it's harder to patch up though. I wonder is it harder to patch up on the lines all over the country?
Yes, it's always harder. Like just like I said, just be a really good D lineman and go in the portal and see what happens. Just see what happens. Just see what would have happened if Ty and Nash would have went in the portal last year. Just to see what's going on and see what their offers.
Well, I know one thing that would have happened. They would have got a lot of money.
They would have.
I said those guys aren't walking around.
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
They're not walking around.
You know the strategy now. If you're a good player, like if you were, I don't need to name a name. Like if you're a 3-year starter, 1 year left, and season's over, it's January. I wouldn't make a decision on coming back. I just let it go, and then the money will keep coming. You play the game. You don't announce. You don't get on social media and announce, I'll be back next year. Why would you don't do that? I'd say, wait, maybe go in the portal. I mean, then the money comes. Ask John Bullock. I mean, the money will be there. If you do that. God, Nash would have vacillated. Hello. He's getting $500,000 if he vacillates. He's getting $500,000.
Big bodies are going to get and high character, no issues off the field. All those things are like boom, boom, boom.
Jake, here comes the money. I mean, if Jamari Butler can come back next year after the season, if he vacillates, he'll command a big number. I mean, if he's a 9-sack guy.
Well, yeah, that's understand. Yes, that would be
a millionaire.
Big money.
Anything else from the text line, Jay?
Yes, from the text line 464-5685. Someone's saying, hey, when you've missed 7 straight bowl games, 6-6 is not great, but it would be acceptable in my view.
It'd be boring though.
It would be boring.
It wouldn't cause much excitement. It wouldn't. Our off season would be kind of. Yeah, thank you.
That was
what was that? I don't know what that even is.
I don't even know what that was.
I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was.
Engine. Yeah, I can't do it.
That's when I ran out of gas in the Camaro.
Yeah,
73 Camaro, jacked up Camaro on air shocks and no rims, just normal tires with exhaust coming through the floorboard.
No spoiler though, right?
What's that?
No spoiler in the back.
No spoiler.
That's probably okay.
Pay cash for it. $1,800. Goodbye.
Well,
but it had a 351. It would go because the thing
would it go?
Oh yeah. Well, 351 in a car that weighs like 100 pounds.
I bet it was great in the snow, wasn't
it? You couldn't even drive on gravel. Just
we have a
Right on
stuck
in an inch of snow.
Oh, it was. You were done.
we have a text from Chris at the Baldwin shop. Yeah,
Chris.
has texted in.
A lot of respect for Chris. Let's listen.
Yeah, he does know
Chris
football.
says 6 wins would be an embarrassment
Ooh,
for
God,
Nebraska
he's
this year.
hard. Chris, you are pretty hard on all these.
I
these
think
conversations.
that would be a high percentage of the fan
embarrassment. I don't
base.
know. If
Embarrassment,
Bill,
disappointment,
I
whatever.
don't know that I'd go to embarrassment.
Maybe not. I'm just saying I would say I'm just saying what I think the fan base would be. 70% would be somewhere in that area.
Embarrassment. I don't know if I could.
Be your
go
best
there.
record in 8 years.
Yeah, Chris. Obviously, due respect. I don't know. That sounds a little harsh to me. Am I being soft?
No, but I
disappointed.
Disappointing, not embarrassing. Go with that.
Yeah. There's a
You
line.
made a bowl game.
Yeah, and if you won the bowl, acceptable. It becomes acceptable.
If you were a top 5 team and a preseason went 6-6, now that's embarrassing, horrifyingly embarrassing. Nebraska's not. If it's 41st in these projections, 41st.
Yeah, I can't go with embarrassing. If it was year 4,
it shocks me because what were they? In the AP, weren't they like around the 40th mark or 40? I mean,
I think they were like mid 30s in some of these.
Mid 30s. So if you're mid 30s and your win totals are projected 5-5 to 6-5,
6-5 to 7-5,
6-5-7. Okay, that's still that's not a top 30 team. Which is that those two numbers aren't they don't add up. They don't go together.
No, they don't.
Not really.
No, because good point. If you were 6-6, you'd be about 70th in the country.
The concern that I would have if I were Troy Dannon and Matt Rule, both of them, is apathy. I mean, if it's a 6-6, or God forbid a 5-7, the apathy, it won't be a pitchfork crowd. It'll be worse. It'll be apathy. There won't be pitchforks at 5-7. There won't be people storming the stadium to want Matt Rule's head. There won't be that. It'll be worse than that. It'll be quiet. It's not good for our show. It's not good for my line of work. It's not good for businesses. That's what you don't want is apathy, quiet, shoulder shrugs. It's the last thing you want.
That is.
I'm done, and I hear it from people like in my family, and I just don't follow that close. Yeah, I hear that. And I just don't follow as close like I used to. And if they finish 5-7, you're going to get a lot of that. Sip. I just don't.
And I base it more on the schedule. I really do. Because that would be if you went back and looked at a 6-6 year again. You'd look back and go, how did we lose
Lost to Purdue and Illinois?
How did we lose to Illinois and Rutgers at home?
Yeah.
Or how did this happen?
Something would happen.
Something really weird would have to happen.
UCLA beat us in Lincoln, really?
Yeah. Or if, like I said, the thing that would send you backwards, which in no way do I think it's happening because Nebraska will, in my mind, will beat Colorado. But if Colorado won big,
stop.
Yeah, Nebraska will beat Colorado.
All right, let's stop.
But I'm just saying. But if you just flipped it with the excitement of that
headset off,
if you flip that, Steve Sipple, of the excitement, it's going to be the most excitable game in the last 20 years here.
Yeah,
I'd go Miami that 10, maybe
2014.
I'd go 10 years.
2004.
This is way bigger, way bigger.
So?
Who's the head coach for Miami rolled in here? You think that's even close?
Was it Al Gold?
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, that's the same.
Well,
this prime coming in.
This place was on fire.
I'll give it that. This will be more.
I think it will be more.
This will be bigger.
But I don't think. I don't want to. That Miami it was an incredible
hell of a
scene over there. I mean, so I don't know how much better it could be, but I think you're right. It'll be better and it'll feel a little different, like a little more edge to it. Although
and that's where you would get your if things don't go well in that game. Not a 28-27 loss. I'm talking about if it's like a bad loss. Then it would be
35-10.
It'd be horrific.
I'll take a week.
So we're just talking about what's horrific.
Next week.
Don't, like I said, I've already made the call that Nebraska will win. So I don't think that's going to be.
If they lose by more than 2 touchdowns, I'll be in Barbados that week. See you guys.
Hey. 6. O Street to Bombay.
Yeah, you'd be doing your rap down there.
Barbados.
Oh, I know, but he was doing your rap song.
Yeah. I might just go to rap. No, but no. Here's the thing. Nebraska's going to lose to somebody that will disappoint you. It's bound to happen. They're going to lose to Illinois or Purdue or Indiana or Rutgers. Somebody's going to beat them. All right.
Someone said
One of those 4 will beat them. Okay.
Pretty big statement.
someone
you got to get all those? You got to get
You should.
Indiana and Purdue on the road?
You should. Yeah, you
I don't
should.
know. I just don't know if Nebraska's that type of program yet. Where you
Do I-
can just
do I-
guarantee me they're going to beat.
No, I don't think they can just walk in and just be
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, we're here. And it's no, I don't believe that at all. But they should.
One of those teams will beat them. They'll lose to somebody where you say, oh, damn it.
It's been too often the case.
Yeah.
Someone says, if Colorado wins big, I will stop watching sports for a full calendar year.
Ooh.
I
I don't have that option.
yeah,
I'd consider it if I did.
no way I'm missing the opening day of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, Bill's a big fan. Hey, late.
Shutting it down for a
Early
year.
April,
Not
gotta watch it.
going to miss that. That excitement.
Catcher's report.
Catchers and pitchers report in February.
That gets
February.
your blood pumping.
That gets you going. Where you guys going? Cactus League.
It does get people's blood pumping,
Yeah.
so I don't want to offend. It does. When like my dad, when catchers report, it's a big day. So I don't want to disparage them.
Before I get to break, if you're hungry right now,
I'm hungry. That was
The bird.
Yeah.
that turned into a harder core discussion than I thought.
What happens when you talk about win total? It does.
Mhm. Jake
You-
knows
I
the
think-
business.
I think you need some breakfast or brunch from Early Bird.
Do you think so?
That's my assumption right now. You look like you're
I
hungry.
tell you one thing.
Damn it.
You could use the bird. Is there
Yeah.
anything going to be smothered?
Yeah, I'd say the chicken fried steak would be smothered over at Early Bird. Also, breakfast burritos, French toast, tons of pancake varieties, and of course,
it
the
really?
famous hash holes.
Hash hole.
Hash hole.
The three-legged stool.
Horribly obnoxious.
That was
Do
beautiful.
it again, Jake.
Hash holes.
Hash hole.
Hash hole. We're gonna get fired. no matter what.
Stop by today.
It's our last day.
19th and K, tons of free parking, 10 seconds max away from the door, any spot you park at. Get there. Also, 3 spots in Omaha and in Iowa. Early Bird, 19th and K, breakfast, brunch, dinner, 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. every single day of operation. When we come back,
Mhm.
there's a big injury for a rookie quarterback
Mhm.
in the NFL. Who's out for the year? Discuss that next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big with Action. Visit actionlincoln.com/Huskers to learn more.
Promotion valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Bill Busch here for Hefty Seed Company, who wants you to know about their summer meeting on Wednesday, August 21st. You know how deeply I care about ag, so I'm locked into these topics for the meeting, including input costs for the 2025 growing season, weed control, fertility, seed traits, new varieties, herbicide, and crop protection pricing, and all industry news. RSVP today, heftyseed.com/store meetings, or call 402-646-2040. It's the Hefty Agronomy Meeting at Harvest Hall at Seward County Fairground on Wednesday, August 21st from 1 to 2:30 with lunch at 12:30. Free lunch. Don't miss it.
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
It's Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Are you needing a new tractor or side-by-side to elevate your operation, maybe a boat or golf simulator when you want to relax a little bit? Beck's Reward Programs offers huge savings and interest-free financing on all these items and more. To learn more about the rewards program, go to beckshybrids.com, and always remember the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming at Beck's.
Jake, did you see the semi with the 3 F's on it?
Oh, I saw the semi.
There was a semi with the 3 F's on it, and it was gorgeous.
Tip right now.
Did you get a
Yeah,
picture? I want to get a picture in front of it.
Picture of it.
It was incredible. It was
guys
like
are amazing.
Sonny painted it himself. I'm telling you, to be part of that firsthand, take a look at that. I can't believe we were invited to that. We were there firsthand. We're walking.
Zoom into that thing.
Me and Jake are walking around out there at Beck's. There's 2,000 people there.
I think at least 2,000.
They had 700 more than what they had at Iowa. And Sonny's there. And guess who else was there? His lovely bride. Sonny was there. His wife was there. We're walking around talking to the people. They're serving ice cream cones, and people are looking at all the information and the data. God, it was amazing. Thank you, Beck's. Thank you for Trevor running the entire company.
Found Beck's.
Yes.
Beck's. Found. This is what it says on the truck, actually. Founded in faith, forged in America. Beck's has it going.
Forged. Anytime you forge something
on a semi, the word forged.
Yeah, that's one time you use forged. That's really big. That means you're real.
On the other side, there was a Hummer limo at Beck's.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know who that was for. There's a party bus.
Soybean farmer.
There's a party bus, and right by it was a Hummer limo at Beck's. That dude big.
I tell you one thing I did feel good about. The one thing you'd have felt good about it too, Steve. When I pulled up that I own a pickup now. Because it was 99% trucks.
Yeah, I was Outcast.
Jake was in the Accord. Jake was in the Honda Accord.
It was all pickups.
That is all. It was literally.
There's probably 500 plus cars. There was probably 3 cars.
3 cars. And Jake's was one of them. He was in the Accord. Oh God, that was so good.
It's okay.
Yeah,
you're fine.
Thank you.
You're a salesman.
Yes,
you're a traveling salesman.
Yeah, you can sell in a pickup.
Yeah.
I could get a pickup.
They're probably big.
But sleep easy.
Could you imagine me in a pickup?
Yeah,
I could.
Could I pull that off or not?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could pull it off.
When I think about that,
you're lanky. You're lanky. You see a lot of lanky farmers.
Yep,
you do.
You absolutely could pull that.
I'll
off.
consider it for the next car purchase.
Yeah, I think you should.
Truck.
Look at Bill's.
I like Bill's.
Yeah,
the big rig.
Yeah.
It's the comfort level is beyond belief. I was in a Jeep Grand Cherokee, which I got into the wrong one several times out here because there were several of them parked, and I kept going to the wrong one. It's really hard to get in your car when it's not yours. It makes it very difficult. You're hitting the button and stuff. Makes it very tough. But the ride is so that I thought, okay, I have room in here. I'm fine. No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, the room is phenomenal. So I'd look at that.
I get a lot. You know what I get a lot of? Come on, Sip. You got to get a bigger truck. I get that so much. Sip, come on. Why are you driving that? What do you call the truck I got? Not mid-size. It's not compact. I don't know but you should upgrade. I'm like, well, no, I've done that. I've had the big truck. I didn't do well with it.
You kept hitting things.
I just didn't do well.
You hit a lot of stuff.
You backed into parking spots.
Trixie's car. He T-boned it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, he T-boned it.
It's too big.
I mean, I hammered it too. It was loud. I hammered the neighbor. Oh yeah. Anyway,
thank you to Bex. News yesterday in the NFL: a rookie quarterback, a first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy of Michigan, of course, now with the Minnesota Vikings, is out for the year. He had surgery on a torn meniscus from an injury he had in the first preseason game. Sam Darnold will be the quarterback for the Vikings this year. That's tough. Rookie quarterback out before he even plays a game, out for the season.
It's tough because of just what you miss. Because at some point in time, who knows? The word was kind of that Darnold was still going to be the starter. That wasn't really
that the word.
That was the word on the street. Whether it is or not, I'm not an NFL insider, obviously, but that was the word. But he was going to play, be in the rotation or whatever, or practicing, figuring it out. That it's when you're not in the rotation, there's no chance you're going in the game. You're not even suiting up. That's hard. It's really, really hard.
Because there's still development for him.
A ton of development. What would have happened if he didn't play it down? His development would have still went up tremendously. So you lose all that. And meniscus are tough. They had to fix it, obviously, instead of just shave it.
Is meniscus tough?
Yeah, it's a very tough injury. Sometimes it's like the first thing they make a long-term decision. Sometimes like we can kind of trim that up a little bit. And it's like, well, okay, then what will that mean 10 years from now? So they obviously had to fix something and sew it, and that takes just as long as an ACL does to be repaired. Like I said, he's out for the season. So, it's a meniscus. It's not an ACL. He's out for the year, and so that's a tough.
Sucks. And he's got long rehab. Oof.
I was thinking about this about the Michigan team, and you thought back. So first round draft pick McCarthy is. Tell me about his play last year. Not his play. A play.
Which play in that Rose Bowl?
I mean, did
he have a memorable play?
Does he have
that pass in the Rose Bowl that was downfield when they needed it bad? He hit a play like that, but I think I know where you're going.
There's not a time you just go, wow,
no,
wow,
not really.
that was a moment. He took this team, and all of a sudden they were up against it, and he had to do it. They have a first round draft pick at quarterback, and they're playing at Penn State, and he didn't let them throw a pass.
Right,
ran the ball the entire second.
Could you imagine that?
No, I get where you're going.
Caleb Williams or Joe Burrow or something like that.
No.
Don't throw a pass in the second half.
No,
play the entire game.
No,
don't throw a pass.
Right. No.
But there's not a time where I can remember. But I also don't remember any buffoonery plays either, which is a redeeming quality.
No, he had to make some plays. He made some plays against Maryland when they got pushed by
They were
Maryland.
scuffling against Maryland.
Yeah, they were scuffling. He had to make some plays late in that game.
Can you remember him?
No, I mean, only because I'm addled, I can't remember him. I'm surprised you guys can't remember the Rose Bowl throw. I don't know exactly the
I remember
circumstances.
Milroe's throw against Auburn. Remember that pretty well.
I know.
31, or there was.
No, there was no big plays like that. I get where you're going. They were so good that he doesn't really need to carry them, is what you're saying, right? It wasn't like Cam Newton in 2000.
Exactly.
10. Was it 10?
Yep, 2010. Yep.
It wasn't like Newton.
They had
It wasn't like
ends.
Newton that just carried him on his back. He didn't have to do that.
Tight ends, linemen, and running back.
Someone points out also yesterday that Jordan Addison, receiver, probably out for the year also for the Vikings. Got hurt in practice. Yeah. It's not officially he's out for the year, but it sounds like it's a significant injury. Jordan Addison.
'Tis the season.
Vikings
guys.
receiver suffered in practice yesterday also. So rough news day for the Vikings.
As Bill says, it happens all over in camp. There's people go down. It's attrition, and it's part of the deal. There'll be more at Nebraska. It happens.
Knock on wood right now. It's like Teddy's down for the year. If that's where it ends, that's incredible.
It won't end there.
But I've been saying that's incredible if that's where it ends.
Yeah, it would
because
be remarkable.
If you start looking around like that, it's like, look, that's going to happen everywhere.
Right.
And most right now, you just heard us talking about Texas.
Somebody else.
There are 2 running backs down.
It sounds dark kind of to say it, but it's just the way it goes. It's the way it goes.
So J.J. McCarthy out for the year. Rookie quarterback will not see him play at all until next year. When we come back, Rick Heyman's Song of the Day.
Oh, it's Heyman Day.
On early break. It's Thursday. That's next in early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Your sprinklers are watering the street or flooding your backyard. If you're on a list that doesn't exist, it's time for Judson Irrigation. At Judson Irrigation, Lee or Lacey or Judson will make an appointment. You pick the time and they'll be there to fix your sprinkler system. Now that's service, a dying art these days.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through August 18th, enjoy USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Steak for $9.99 per pound. Fairway's Hickory Smoked Bacon for $4.99 per pound. Limited time only Green Hatch Chili Bratwurst for $4.99 per pound. And USDA Choice Beef Chuck Roast for $4.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through August 20th is buy 2 New York strips, get 2 free, limit of 4. Also, $2 off all nuts. Location at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Bill Busch here for Hefty Seed Company, who wants you to know about their summer meeting on Wednesday, August 21st. You know how deeply I care about ag, so I'm locked into these topics for the meeting, including input costs for the 2025 growing season, weed control, fertility, seed traits, new varieties, herbicide, and crop protection pricing, and all industry news. RSVP today, heftyseed.com/store meetings or call 402-646-2040. It's the Hefty Agronomy Meeting at Harvest Hall at Seward County Fairground on Wednesday, August 21st from 1 to 2:30 with lunch at 12:30. Free lunch. Don't miss it.
Are you tired of the same old entertainment options? How about something that's truly fun for both kids and adults? Nebraska Knockerball, the new place to go for your private and corporate parties. Step inside one of their inflatable spears and let out stress in a healthy form of exercise. Or try the human foosball, foot darts, yard pong, giant beer pong, basketball connect 4, and much more. Nebraska Knockerball, specializing in physical, engaging fun. Call Nebraska Knockerball today at 402-460-8724 to learn more or book a reservation now.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now.
Okay.
You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket.
I slipped and fell into
Once again, your song of the day, Highwaymen by the supergroup, The Highwaymen. 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers, song of the day.
That is the essence of country. When I talk about country, real country, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I played that Highwaymen album into the ground.
As you should have.
Yeah.
Great.
I now I can't give it a 10. It's tempting, but I can't because it's the third best song on that particular album. Silver Stallion is an incredible song. I mean, if you would have played that, I would have had to leave.
Walk out the studio.
That is 9.8954.
That's very high.
Yeah. Well, it's a gorgeous. It's perfect. I mean, it's Chris Christopherson and Willie and Waylon and Cash.
It's a pretty good group. It's a pretty solid group.
They're all together. Yeah. How about Christopherson?
Christopherson is a huge plus.
I was a sailor.
Yeah.
I was born upon the tide.
Have a lot of respect for the song. Not my top song. Not even my top song of the obviously of the album. But I'm going to go more in a 7-9.
Okay.
So very respected,
100.
Very respectable song. Doesn't do the same for me, but I have a lot of respect for it, especially for. There's no chance with that group that I'd ever go low. There's just no chance of that.
See, if you know, my favorite song of them is "Born and Raised in Black and White." Of course, I love that song.
Yeah, you should listen to Big River. Listen to Big River.
I like Big River.
You know Big River?
I've listened to the Highwaymen. I'm a big fan.
Listen to the first line of Big River.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say Ben's low.
I'm going to give mine.
Like
I got to give
Oh,
mine.
that's right,
I
that's
got
right.
an 8.6.
8.6.
8.6. I love
Okay,
that. I love that
Jake-
song. I love that group. 8.6. Ben.
Yeah. I'm going to say Ben's a 4.9.
He doesn't like country. I'm going to go lower. 3.1 for Ben.
No, he didn't go.
He
that
doesn't like
low.
country.
What do you got, Ben?
No, he's higher than that. I'm gonna say 6.
Just show it, Ben. Come on.
5
5.5.
flat.
Ben
For
holds it
young
for like,
Ben.
okay, Ben, after a while, it's like we have enough build up to it. Ben keeps holding
Come
it.
on, keep going, guys.
Everybody
Keep building it up.
Keep building it up. I'll keep going here.
5.0.
All right. Well, we're joined now by Rick Heyman, Sauter Heyman Jewelers. Rick, good morning. We like the song today. High scores.
Hey, how are we doing, gentlemen?
Good, Rick.
Thanks for that song.
Wonderful song.
Thanks for that song.
Well, I knew I could finally hit a home run with you guys.
You did.
You can't go wrong with those four.
Oh God.
Hey, Americana, baby. This ain't no European vacation here. This is American made, right?
That's right.
I guess yes.
All right.
So,
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Come on, man. This ain't the British invasion. This is American.
Yes.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Phil Ruhlman and John coming in to
They're
the
good.
studio?
They were great on Tuesday, and we'll see them and you next Thursday at Ruhlman Steakhouse for remote broadcast, 6 to 8 a.m.
You got that right. I'll be there. You guys are gonna get your taste buds tickled. I can tell you that much.
I love getting tickled.
I can't wait. What do you got,
Yeah,
Rick?
it won't be me tickling them either.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
If you tickled
Hey.
us, Rick, that'd be weird. That'd be really weird.
Let's talk
That'd be
about this
weird.
song
Yeah.
now. All right, let's talk about
Okay.
the song.
Hey.
How about that?
Hey, guess who wrote this song?
Oh.
Jimmy Webb. Jimmy Webb.
Jimmy Webb.
Didn't we just do Jimmy Webb last week with Glenn Campbell? The amount of songs this guy has written is outstanding, unbelievable, just ridiculous. In
Okay.
fact, he said he wrote the song in London while he was finishing up work on an album after a late night round of professional drinking
Ooh.
with his friend Harry Nilsson. He went to sleep and had an incredibly vivid dream, and then he describes about how all this came to him. He woke up, he ran over to the piano in the room and wrote it, and the first verse came out instantly, and it took him about another day to come up with the sailor, the dam builder, and then he didn't even play the best part with Johnny Cash as the spaceman.
I wish Jake would
Time
have done
constraints.
that.
I
wish
played
Jake
a
would-
good minute and a
I
half
love
of
that
that
part.
song. I
Thank
did.
you.
Yeah, he was a spaceman in the end. So amazing song, amazing talents, all four of these guys. this is a great quote by Christopherson. He said, "Those tours and the records we made were a great time." By the way, they had 3 albums, and they toured for like 4 or 5 years. You got to remember that this was kind of the end of that era of country.
Yeah.
It was kind of over. It was in the late 80s.
Yep.
That outlaw rock thing was kind of gone.
Yep.
Outlaw country, sorry.
Right, that's okay.
And these guys were on the downside of their careers at that point. So this revived them, and it brought them back. Anyway, he said, I just wish I was more aware of how lucky I was at the time to share a stage with these people. I had no idea that 2 of them would be gone so soon. Hell, I was up there and I had all my heroes with me. These are guys whose ashtrays I used to clean. I'm kind of amazed that I wasn't more amazed.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
So, just what can you say? I mean, these 4 guys, incredible, legendary status. Remember when Chris Christopherson filmed a movie in Lincoln? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
He filmed. They filmed something like the Russians were coming, and he lived. They rented a house out on South 56 back when South 56, the edge of town, was about Old Cheney, and there's still this big ranch home out there with an A-frame right off 56 on an acreage, and he lived there for like 6 months while they filmed it over at an old building where the regional center was. So. Chris Christopherson, Lincoln, Nebraska. What are you going to say? All right. With that in mind, Americana. Oh, okay. So
Stump the
yesterday, Stump the Sippers. Yesterday, Jake played Ricky Nelson.
Yes.
Garden Party.
Crushed it.
Garden Party. Lot of history about that song.
Okay.
And so I've got a question about that.
Okay.
And we could go into a whole show on that sometime.
Well.
Okay, so this is for Sip. What TV show was Ricky Nelson on?
I don't know that. I just know he was on a show. I'm close on this. It's a fan. It was like he was part of a family. I don't know it.
I think you nailed
Very
it.
descriptive.
I think you nailed it, Steve.
Most shows have families.
What was it?
Was it Good Times?
It was Ozzie and Harriet.
Ozzie and Harriet. I wouldn't have gotten that.
CC.
Jake, that's enough now.
Ozzie and Harriet, his real parents, incidentally.
All right.
Ozzie and Harriet were his real parents, incidentally.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, Ozzie and Harriet Nelson. Yeah, it was a great show. He was a huge hit maker in his teens and early 20s. And that was what that whole Garden Party thing was about, because he was in an oldie show at Madison Square Garden, and he came to play, and the crowd was booing, and he was playing some new stuff, and then he went backstage, and finally he came back out and played his old stuff, and they loved him. And so there's references to John Lennon and George Harrison and all kinds of people in that song.
Interesting.
Okay. For the coach, name one of the members of the Highwaymen still alive. This is so simple. God.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yeah, come on. Don't overthink. I think there's 2 that are still alive.
I just said name one.
Oh, just name one of the 2. Just name one. You can do it.
Well, it's Willie.
Yeah. And Chris.
Okay.
No, Chris is alive?
Yeah, Chris is alive.
Brilliant.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, Willie and Chris are both
was
alive.
just here this summer. Willie Nelson was. in
Chris
Lincoln.
Christopherson's still alive as well.
Correct. And Waylon and Johnny died a year apart in the early 2000s.
Right. 100.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to Sip.
And this is kind of open. Did this album go gold, platinum, or diamond in sales?
Platinum.
Yeah, I don't know the difference. Diamond.
Diamond. No, you get a diamond. That is correct. Platinum means 1 million records sold, albums.
So it was Diamond then?
So it went diamond?
No, the answer is platinum.
Okay, Bill was right
got
there.
it, and you get a diamond.
Thank you.
Okay.
I knew
got it
that
right.
was platinum.
Way to go, Bill. Way to go, Bill.
1 million records sold at a minimum.
Okay.
minimum.
And diamond is 10 million.
Ooh,
Gotcha.
God, man.
Well, Rick, what's happening right now at Sauter Heyman Jewelers?
Hey, you've seen all the publicity. Jordan Larson, right?
Yep.
I mean, come on. We're in the paper. We're on ESPN. We're in the New York Times. We're on Channel 8. All over the place. Jordan Larson, the Olympic diamond pendant. They won silver. Chris, our shop master jeweler, mentioned how she wanted it in white gold. She didn't want it in yellow gold. And at the time, he was like, hey, let's make this yellow gold. You're going for the gold. She said, no, I want it in white gold. So we made it in white gold. If you haven't seen it, go to our website, SauterHeyman.com. You can watch the whole process of how we made that thing. You cannot believe the amount of calls and people in. We've had other Olympic athletes in since then. So that's incredible. We're going to become the new Olympic supplier of custom jewelry.
Whoa, big deal.
Come in. We're going to get Jordan in the store. We're going to do a tour of our shop. You guys have to see this stuff. You love this kind of stuff. It's so cool how they make these things. So we're going to have our experts in. Hey, don't forget the outlet. That's where our shop is. It's 1 block away from the radio station. Save up to 70% every day, plus all of our estate items. These are items you cannot find anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget diamonds and wedding bands. Weddings are coming up. Engagements are coming up. You're going to meet that new gal at a football game or a party.
Yes.
Come in and see us for that. If you're a breaker, you get 10% off automatically. That's SauterHeyman.com on Facebook and Instagram. I'll post more interesting things about the great and wonderful highwaymen at my personal Facebook, at Rick Heyman.
Rick, always good stuff. Thank
you, Rick.
We will chat with you
Can't wait
again
to see you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
There's Rick Heyman's song of the day again, Highwayman by the Highwaymen. Hour 2 next. We'll update on the BTN bus tour made its way through Nebraska.
Okay.
That's next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Bill Busch here for Hefty Seed Company, who wants you to know about their summer meeting on Wednesday, August 21st. You know how deeply I care about ag, so I'm locked into these topics for the meeting, including input costs for the 2025 growing season, weed control, fertility, seed traits, new varieties, herbicide, and crop protection pricing, and all industry news. RSVP today, heftyseed.com/store meetings, or call 402-646-2040. It's the Hefty Agronomy Meeting at Harvest Hall at Seward County Fairground on Wednesday, August 21st from 1 to 2:30 with lunch at 12:30. Free lunch. Don't miss it.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
All right, it's time for Final Jeopardy. It's been a tight contest today that all comes down to this final question. No summer picnic or family get-together or trip to the lake is complete without this particular item.
Let's go first to Bach.
What is beer?
No, that's not it. Think about the kids. Over to you, Farley.
What is corn on the cob?
Tough to grill that on a boat. Wrong again. Grace, this time for the win.
What is Bure's cheese spread?
We have a winner! Bure's cheese spread, available in most local grocers in Nebraska.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through August 20th is buy 2 New York strips, get 2 free, limit of 4. Also, $2 off all nuts. Location at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers in Lincoln. And Steve Schindler's off this week, but he is in Creighton, Nebraska. You can always stop by that location as well. Shin Daddy.
Yes, they're very, they'd be very glad to have you stop by. But Shin Daddy is out. He's not there. He's on vacation. He's got family in town. He's got his sons. All his sons are there, and he is in vacation mode, and he deserves that because he works 2 jobs with the banking and then all the what his events are daily. That's 2 full-time jobs.
Oh, God.
Yes, he should be getting like 8 weeks minimum vacation a year. 8 weeks.
Well, that's a lot.
It's a lot, but he should.
Yeah,
should be getting that.
Steve
But anyway,
Schindler,
Shin Daddy. He'll be back on Monday.
Yeah, I almost forget that his name is Steve sometimes because we
It's
never
like
call
you.
him.
It's Shin Daddy.
Yeah, we never call him Steve.
No, we don't.
Steve Schindler is who we're talking about. Steve.
Shin Daddy.
Shin Daddy.
Thank you to Midwest Bank
Daddy.
and Shin Daddy for always sponsoring.
And having that stone building.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
It is. It's stately.
And you have seen this at least once or twice now, finally? Because you hadn't seen it for a while.
Yeah, I saw it.
70th Street is complete mayhem. 70th is
80,
mayhem.
well, 84th is closed.
It's shut down. So 70th.
What's the deal with 84?
Oh, it's so 70th.
It's horrible.
It's insane.
It's horrible.
It's insane. It is like
you,
on
you
70th
have
Street.
you have to drive.
I got a deal. I dealt with it yesterday a little bit, and I about lost my mind. It is bumper to bumper for the entire. It goes for 8 miles like that, all the way from.
It doesn't matter what time of day.
Doesn't matter what
either.
time
It's
of day
horrible.
either. Doesn't matter.
Is that right?
It's horrible.
And it's because 84th is shut down.
Right.
largely.
Yes.
I might go back at 10 a.m. Oh, I got to wait for a bunch of traffic at 10 in the morning at 70th Street.
Well, okay. Well,
84th is blocked off.
we always try to inform people. Just be mindful of that. That 70th is packed right now because 84th, some of 84th is shut down
Not
on
the
the
whole
south
thing.
side. On the south side, 84th is usually a go-to because you can roll on 84.
Go
You
pretty
can
good.
cruise. You can cruise in 84.
Not right now. Nothing. Shut down.
It's like
Terrible.
Superior. Superior's like the Audubon. You
Yes.
never noticed
Oh,
that?
yeah.
I mean, you can go 80 on that. thing.
27th to 14th.
80. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to help people.
We do that.
Yeah.
And so does Shin Daddy Midwest Bank. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks to
sponsoring
Shin
hour
Daddy.
2, of course. 402-464-5685. Call or text as always. So the BTN bus tour came through Nebraska yesterday. No Jerry DiNardo. It was just Howard
that
Griffith
bummed
and
me
Dave
out.
Revson,
Those
apparently.
guys are great, but I love seeing DiNardo there.
Who? So
It was
Dave
Dave
Revson?
Revson and Howard Griffith who stopped by Nebraska yesterday.
He was a running
for the
back
bus
in
tour.
Illinois, Howard Griffith.
And you called him RB at
Yeah.
media days because you forgot. He
Always forget.
Howard Griffith knows your name, and you call them "What's up, RB" to his face.
Wow. I mean, okay. You guys are really hard on me on that. If you
We
think
are.
about it, I mean, he might think, oh God, he remembers when I played. He remembers that I was a
I don't
player.
think so.
He knows
I don't
I was
think
a-
so.
He knows
Yeah.
that I was an RB. That's pretty cool.
Well, wait. Well, that'll be to be determined.
Okay. All right. So they said a lot.
They did.
Revson and
let's
Howard.
hear.
Well, I don't have audio for you. I've got a couple things that we can play from. They talked to Marcus Satterfield. They talked to Gabe Irvin. They sat down with him at one point.
They
during
sat
this.
down with Irvin.
Yes, they had.
And Satterfield.
They had a couple quotes from those guys. Now, Howard Griffith on the broadcast says there's something brewing here regarding Nebraska football. Howard Griffith says he's impressed by Raiola. He says, quote, on Dylan Raiola, quote, he is as good as advertised, in my opinion. Since he's been here since the spring, there's been nothing but rave reviews about him. Are there going to be some growing pains? There will be there too. They will have those. But when I watched him work today, you talk about being able to throw with different positions with the arm. He's as good as the guys that are out there. End quote. Howard Griffith on Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, he likes Raiola. It's hard not to. I mean, again, we'll see. We'll see when it's live. But yeah, everything he's done a good job. I mean, he's done such a good job. Did I say this on the air? Did I say this on this show? He's done such a good job that I don't think the head coach needs to really make a grand announcement about who's the starter. It's been very convenient for Rule in that the competition has evolved organically, as has the conversation. So there's really, wouldn't it be odd if you saw a headline on Husker Online, Rule names Raiola starting quarterback? Oh, really? Yeah. No. Wow.
What a
Breaking
surprise.
news. Yeah. What a surprise that is. It's kind of, it's not, I don't even know that he could just drop it in conversation and be okay. Right. Yeah. Dylan will start. And that would be it.
You guys still might write an article about that, though.
I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the point is he's done such a good job, Dylan, that you don't, and it's become so evident, they have an open practice. He's with the ones. We see him over there. He's obviously the first string quarterback when it's the open media portion. Everybody knows what's going on now. So there doesn't need to be an elaborate announcement. What else? did you
Regarding
see?
that room in general, not just Raiola, but Daniel Kalen, Harburg, Howard Griffith says this quote on that room. It's outstanding. This is probably one of the most talented quarterback rooms that we're going to see as far as the 14 teams, because we're not going out west to the 4 new teams.
I'm glad Howard said that. I thought the same when I watched him. I love that room. I know it. Now, listen, I know you can poke holes in it. Well, there's 2 true freshmen, Sip. I'm just saying I like the way they look, and I like the mix. Yeah, they have 2 true freshmen. But they also have Gramstad now, who's an old head, and Heinrich, who's an old head. And it's a good-looking room. Like those two freshmen are good-looking players. They're big, dude. You know, I like big quarterbacks. They're big, strong, look like Big Ten guys. Like when they're out there, you're like, oh, that's a good quarterback group. Good looking. Dylan's a big, strong kid.
Absolutely.
Kalen's a big, strong kid. Heinrich is one of the best looking players on the team. You're like, whoa, that guy's a quarterback. So yeah, Gramstad adds a little.
They were looking for some potential packages with Harburg because he's not going to start. And they didn't see anything in practice yesterday, but they expect to see some sort of packages with Harburg.
That's great. It's the conversation I can't stand.
You love that.
Yeah.
Big fan of that, Sip.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed they're not going to the West Coast. They said they're not going to USC, UCLA, Washington, and Oregon.
I'm okay with them not driving a bus out there, but just get on a plane.
Kind of goes.
The Big Ten. I mean, that's a big. Those teams coming in is a big deal.
You want to see them on BTN.
Oregon's ranked second in the country. That's a big deal.
Yeah, the runners up from last year in Washington. I want to see them.
I will tell you that it's interesting that they're not going.
It's USC,
but you can't take a bus.
I get that, but just hop on a plane.
Right.
Two of
the
schools are only like 20 miles apart from each other.
I hate to bash it because it's a big trip. I'm disappointed that they're not going out to the West Coast.
It makes no sense. It really doesn't.
It's kind of interesting.
One of the biggest stories is the 4 new teams. It's a huge story. The conversation,
100.
the conversation about the travel, the conversation about coming into a new league. I mean, everything about it is it Washington was in the national championship game. Oregon's ranked second. USC has as much conversation, and UCLA's got UCLA has a brand new coach.
Yeah.
And also those two schools are only, like I said, 15, 20 miles apart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, well, we got to go there. Then we got to get another plane. No, you don't. Take an Uber over to the other school.
Or, you could fly out there and then do a little West Coast bus tour. Right?
Okay.
You could
get a
minivan.
Let's get something correct. Thank you, text line.
Oh, God.
Okay.
What?
So,
God. Oh, God.
Did we not?
No.
Oh,
so
God.
Dave Revson and Howard Griffith will not themselves get to the West Coast. Apparently, BTN has
there
been
you go.
out there. Thank you.
Okay, so we
have
jumped
egg
on
on
a
our
bandwagon
face.
there for something that we were correct about.
And
egg on face.
Yeah.
We asked why was Jerry DiNardo not in Lincoln? Well, he was apparently in Oregon last night after the Oscar show. All right, so he's clear. Jerry's clear. Thank you. Listen, I wasn't able to watch this live.
I don't think I'm really part of this. I don't think I'm.
You're fine.
Where's Heyman when we need him?
We need to break from the
What
song.
about that house on South 56?
Where Chris Christopherson stayed. Heyman, chime back in
I
on
know
that.
where that was at. The exact
Jake?
address. Listen, I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I saw some highlights of this. I read the write-up about it. I didn't have time to watch I'm sorry I didn't know that
That's okay.
they're on the West Coast. But
You guys
they did
told
say
me during the break they weren't going to the West
Howard
Coast.
and Dave did not go to the West Coast, apparently. But I guess Jerry DiNardo and others did go to the West Coast.
Okay, so they're out there. They've gone out there. But they were in Nebraska yesterday. It doesn't seem as big when Jerry's not here.
I agree with that. Jerry's got to be here.
Yeah. I mean, he has that former coach credibility.
And I like talking to him when he was there. I'd always talk to him about LSU and just the humidity. That was our conversation. Just what it was like. Just like it was like he was unbelievable. You can't imagine what it was like going to camp at LSU.
Talk about?
It was tough. Yeah, you couldn't. When you walked off the field as a coach, your shoes squished. It was that it
Really?
was it was and that was just as a coach. I mean, when you would get back inside and when you'd walk inside and that AC would hit you, it would freak you out because you would just get like the chills because you were just, beyond drenched. I mean, it was like, seriously.
I get it.
The trainers are
coming
to the coaches like, "Are you hydrating? Are you okay?" But it was something. So we always talked about that.
Interesting. He also talked about the defense. Howard did, and he says a lot of the things that Howard said are stuff that we say a lot, which is it's an interesting defense because there's no real stars. But he said, and I read it too, Jake, that you can cycle a lot of players through there that are good players. I mean, it's a pretty deep defense, and the strength is up front. And that's good. That's where you want it.
I was looking at CBS Sports. They had their top 2 preseason teams. Nebraska, of course, had nobody on. Iowa had 2 players on the preseason team. All-American.
Yeah.
Jay Higgins.
All-Americans, not all Big Ten.
All-Americans.
All-Americans. I wouldn't expect Nebraska to have an All-American.
They had, I believe, it was Sebastian Castro, defensive back.
He's a safety.
And Jay Higgins, the linebacker.
Yeah.
First-team All-American.
Yeah. Castro's a freak. Higgins.
And Jay Higgins.
Yeah. Well, Iowa's got I mean, it's one of the best defenses in the country for sure. Is Nebraska? The question is, can Nebraska be as good as Iowa's defense? Now, then the secondary question is, can Nebraska's defense be as good as Iowa's without that kind of star power? And the third question would be,
how many questions did you highlight? Yeah.
Maybe
keep going for questions.
Maybe does Nebraska have somebody that could rise to the level of, okay, not preseason All-American, but matters more as a postseason All-American? Do they have a guy or two that could rise to that level? There are some candidates there. I mean, you just wonder about Nash. Can he go to that level? Can Ty Robinson go to that level? Could Tommy Hill go to that level? There's some guys that probably have that potential. But I mean, I don't know. You can still be a really good defense without stars, but boy, it puts you over the top if you have a Sue. Move on.
That helps. Really helps.
Breaking news. It does help to have a Dominic Sue on your team.
But it's informative. The discussion is informative because it doesn't have that pop, that like Levante David pop. You know, I would even say Randy Gregory. You know, Gregory was a freak. When you watched the game, you're like, geez, who's that dude on the edge? You know, they don't have that guy. You know what I'm talking about? Where you can just naked eye watch 3 plays. God, they're slanting their protection towards that guy every play. They have to.
Walk us through that, Steve. Walk us through how the offense.
Because Bo used to tell me that all the time. Well, they have to slant their protection too. Yeah, I get it. Well,
you're right. Okay.
What if I tried to? Like they have to have maybe a running back stay in chip.
Maybe chip, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe have the tight end on his side.
Yeah.
And the
keep going.
Maybe that tackle's got to be a little more mindful.
Yeah, keep going. Mindful. Excuse me, on this play, be mindful of the really good player to the left. I was thinking as I lined up, I was very mindful.
You need to be mindful.
Be mindful. The guy that lined up over the top of me is the best in the country. Be mindful of that.
Be a little more mindful than you.
Yes.
All right, Hashholes.
Okay. Final take. This is the final takeaway from Howard Griffith and Dave Revson. Revson says it was an impressive practice. I think that they've improved a lot. I said this at the top. I'm going to reiterate this. I think there's a different vibe here. They are ready to win. You get the sense here that everyone believes that. Howard Griffith said, quote, on Matt Rule, last year he was doing a lot more coaching, just trying to get people to understand what the expectation was. This year we didn't see as much of that, so that tells me that the buy-in has been there.
Yeah, I think they can work on more pure football stuff now. Once you get everything established culture-wise, now you can be more mindful of things that are more to do with winning, you know, just football elements, pure football elements. I do think that's a factor. We'll see, though. I mean, you got to block and tackle, and your special teams better be good. You know, if they can get special teams going with a really good defense, take pressure off the offense a little bit. Yeah, they should be in business.
John says, can Sip break down the speed option for us, please?
No. I could maybe.
I just want Bill to smile.
You got to slant that protection, Bill. Play some cover 2, quarter half.
Week 3 invert.
Yeah. Let's get that going.
Strong 3 rotation.
There's your update.
You got to slant your protection. I heard that a lot when Randy was here. Well, everybody's got to slant their protection. It's not just Randy. I mean, it has an impact on everybody.
Thanks.
There's your BTN Buster update. Before we get to break, Ernie's in Ceresco. The sale goes through Sunday. What's the sale called?
This Sunday.
It's the Ernie's Has Gone Bananas sale, and that can get you some great deals.
Bananas.
Like the best pricing of the season, 60-month interest-free financing.
60 months.
Up to $750 off appliance packages. And, of course, Sip, don't forget this. Free ice cream on Sundays, including the final day, the 18th, Sunday.
There's always popcorn. There's always popcorn. When you walk in, you get a bag of popcorn right away. Just kind of mill around. It makes you feel happy. The smell is remarkable when you come in.
It's interesting.
Talk to Tyler. Tell him you want the Bill Busch ticket discount, and you'll get up to 20% off. Yeah, up to 20% off on certain items.
Yeah.
On certain items.
Tyler,
not
Ty. Yeah. Tyler.
But it would, like I said, every item that we own in our house is from them. That tells you
Really?
Every item.
The polar bear.
Yeah, the polar bear. We need the polar bear. We have 6 of them. But every item that we have, and like I said, everything we buy, that their service is so good, and the delivery guys are incredible. Once you go there, you'll never go anyplace else.
Yeah,
once you make the trip out to Ceresco.
This is Ceresco, not Creed. It's Ceresco.
I get that wrong the other day.
And then there is the convenience store right across the highway. There is incredible, and get the meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not getting the meatloaf sandwich, but it is a good store. I've been there.
It's a great
store.
Don't like meatloaf. They have Valentino's. They have meatloaf sandwich. I'm telling you, the meatloaf sandwich.
They have Val's there?
They have Val's there.
They do have Val's there.
It's really
Oh,
good.
wow.
I've never drive by it. That's my stop.
That's a stop.
That's my stop. That's my stop. Thank you.
Stop there a lot.
Go Bananas.
Ernie's has gone banana sale through Sunday. Big deals in Ceresco. Stop on by and be like Bill. Have everything in your house be from Ernie's in Ceresco.
Everything.
Why not?
Just ask for the discounts.
Floor mats.
What's that? Floor mats. They have it all. Ask for
Why not?
Tyler or Dean.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Here's a message for parents. Show your child that education is important in your home. I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Set aside a special area where your child can work on school assignments. Encourage your child to become more responsible by setting personal educational goals. And send your child to school well-fed and rested. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child reach their full potential.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Riddles Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest, and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Hey, it's Chad with Nutrition Authority. Enjoy internet-crushing prices at the back-to-school blowout. We're taking our better-than-internet prices and cutting them even deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, August 12th through Saturday, August 17th, the back-to-school blowout is on at Nutrition Authority. For location info, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We'll tell you what happened during the break in a second. Before that, Score One Smoking.
Score One.
Great
Score
place
One.
for all your barbecue rubs and sauces. All should come from Score One Smoking. Chris is in Holdridge. You can go to his online store at scoreonesmoking.com. He'll ship it countrywide, statewide, anywhere you want to.
Anywhere you can get it.
You go worldwide? Worldwide. He'll do that.
We have listeners in Panama right now,
And,
correct?
and Thailand.
And
yeah.
Thailand, he can get it to you. So I think right away those guys might be thinking, well, we can't get it, but I've talked to Chris. You can get it.
I'm talking to you, Doug,
Overseas.
in Panama,
Yeah.
Sim in Thailand.
Anywhere else?
Jack, how about Jack in Hawaii? He can get that too.
Yeah, the 808. We can get that sent to you, and I'm getting this set up. I don't have it all finalized, but because the conference calls today,
That's right.
with those guys. But we'll get that set up
Thursdays
to do the live remote, where we're going to go out there to take the Amtrak to
Amtrak.
Holdridge and do the live remote there, and then. And Chris is going to have the smoker set up when we get there.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to happen.
Fictitious, or is it happen?
No, it's going to happen.
It's got to happen. The
I
Amtrak.
have to come through. Well, I had 200 breakers ready to go to Olive Garden in Des Moines, and
They'll
Jake
have to wait
changed
another
it just
time.
midstream.
It's
Changed
going to
that
happen.
on me.
That,
So
that
anyway,
will still happen eventually.
what happened at break
Okay,
today?
before we get to Bill's Thrills, yes, there was something. Eric Strickland is here early. He's going to record We Talk Facts. Him and Clester Johnson do a show every Thursday night, 6 to 7
Clester,
p.m.
that's awesome.
But they have something going on. They're recording it live or recording it early now in the morning. But he came in and there was an athletic stance between him and Sip.
So I
Bill called for something.
I called for something. I said, Strick, get in your best defensive position because for the Discoverers, Steve was a point guard.
Yes.
So
I was not a point guard. I was an off guard. but
Off
that's
guard.
okay, yeah.
We still handle the ball.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the matchup. With
like.
Sip with the ball and Strickland having to guard him like that. And so we did that. So Strick gets down. I got it. He's in his
Looked
position.
good.
And Sipple got into like a wrestling position. And it didn't even, I don't know
tried
what
to
it
get a
was.
picture.
We
It
were
was too
so
late with
close
the
to
camera.
picture. It was It was one of the most remarkable scenes I've ever seen because I'm seeing I'm just seeing this matchup. Even if they did wrestle, that would have been incredible. So I think Strick could have pinned you within like a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
We'd been any of us.
Right.
Yeah.
If all three of us had to wrestle him, he would
be in
pin.
trouble.
He would. There's no chance.
We'd be in trouble.
We'd get.
If it was 3-on-1, we'd be in trouble.
There's no. I'm saying 3-on-1. We can't score on him.
I don't
right
know.
in basketball. Right.
I don't know if we could.
If we went down to the park right now and had it.
I don't know if we could.
And me and Jake were on the flanks, and you had the ball.
I don't know.
And Strick's just kind of in the middle. We couldn't score.
I don't think we could.
We couldn't score. And if we played to 21, we would lose. It'd be 21-0.
Maybe when me and you were like 25, we could have maybe, but no.
I don't know. I don't know.
Not now.
I'm an Achilles waiting to happen too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
it's
right
an injury.
we have to go. We'd have to rely on Jake. Have to go inside. Imagine Jake matched up inside on
I
Strickland.
don't like that matchup. I don't like that matchup.
He would
guy.
dunk on us. Oh,
it
but it was a sight.
It was a sight.
I missed
just
the
didn't
picture
know
by
exactly
this much.
what you were calling for.
You went into this
yeah,
like a grappler. I don't know what it was. It was
Strick's like, how'd you miss that picture? I don't know. The phone
was
was
right in
1
front of
second
us.
too late, and he
Probably,
moved
yeah.
out of the position.
Anyway,
Epic,
that's
but
okay. Strick's
thank you.
here in the house.
Yeah, Eric Strickland's here. Let's get to Bill's Thrills here on a Thursday. Fire it up.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it gonna be a bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
As always, Bill's Thrills gets sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them today at 402-730-7387 for a free consultation to plan your financial future today. It is, I believe, a Cool Parenting Tips Thursday, Bill.
Cool parenting tips. Also, jump on that cash-free app because, like I said, Nebraska is going to be in a great bowl game. You're going to want that money to start building up right now to get prepared for that. So prepare for that. New Year's Day Bowl.
And we'll get you the result.
Yes.
Just tune in.
Tune in.
I'll guide you through that.
Well, the best part is they need a wager. You've been killing it on the wagers.
100.
And so you
That's
can
what I'm
help with
talking
that.
about,
And then money's going to come flowing in. It's going to be
You're not going to have a
absolutely
bad
incredible.
Christmas.
So we're doing cool parenting tips.
Okay.
On Thursday. You be the one who acknowledges the newbie.
Ooh.
You be the one who acknowledges the newbie. Teach your kids how important it is to find the new person in class or your school, the move-in or the transfer. That is so important. So you
Make
got
them
these
feel welcome.
You got these new kids walking around school, and you have they're freshmen coming in for the first time, and all of a sudden, because it's a little different. Like you said, in Nebraska schools, it's a lot of places. It's sophomore, junior, senior. The freshmen aren't there now. The freshmen roll in there, so they're there with the entire school.
Are they?
Yeah.
There?
Yes. And so that's a big deal. I mean, be the boost. People are. It is a tough situation. Or if you see someone, you can just tell that's just kind of out there, just kind of not sure where to go. You know how much it means if someone just walks by and just talks to them, says anything to them. Be the parent.
That's nice of you, Bill.
It should be the top comment like that when the day's over. It should be like, instead of being like, "How was your day?" It's like, "Hey, who'd you help out today? What'd you do today?" Because there's people all over the place. Can you imagine that compliment if someone ever meets you and they say, "Oh, you're so and so's parent." Yes, I am like that. Your child's so kind.
Yep.
That would be
100.
the number one a remarkable comment I could ever get. I talk to Gigi about it all the time. She's great with it. But it's just, and then here's the other one too. The lunchroom is the guts room. You got to have some guts in the lunchroom because that is the place that is such a social gathering.
I know. Yeah,
And that is the ultimate click of where you're going to be at lunch, who you're hanging out with, what's going on. And that's where people can get separated.
Yeah.
Or you see someone by themselves, which should never happen, but it happens.
Happen. Yeah, it does.
It does happen.
I'm trying to
it
think
does
back
happen.
to Columbus High School. It probably did.
Yeah. And I would
focus
say
on the food.
Yeah, I think I was okay, but I know I wasn't as good as I should have been. No, I should have been better at a younger age. Should have been better at that. There wasn't
This
a lot.
is why you're doing radio.
There wasn't
now.
a lot of move-ins at that time.
No, not in Pender.
In Pender, you didn't get a lot of.
Who's
all of a sudden
moving to Pender?
Yeah, no, exactly. Not a lot of new people
The big
coming rolling
city.
in. People kind of been
Oh, I'm
together
sorry,
for a
I'm
long time, so you kind of came through it together.
What's the headline?
What's that? You be the one who acknowledges the newbie. So find
Great
the
headline.
newbie like that.
It's a great head.
I could see Ben being someone that would be helpful.
Oh, 100.
At Lakeview, when someone came in, Ben.
100.
Just if you just walk by a freshman and just knuckle bump them, and you're a junior or senior. Just that. Hey, how you doing today? Just that little thing changes their whole thing.
Oh my God, that's a good point.
Just,
you don't have to be a big elaborate.
No, it's not.
Welcome.
No, exactly. That's it. Like that. Just kind of walk by with something like that. Hey, who are you? Oh, I'm so and so. Hey, glad to have you here. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. 8 seconds can change their life.
Just give them a bin sup.
Yeah, give them a sup. Exactly. That's
I don't know, sup.
Hey, you playing? Are you out for sports? What are you doing? Anything.
If you do the sup right, it will work.
Question.
Sup.
If you're in the female category and walk by, hey, like your shoes, cool shoes you got, whatever.
Careful with that, but but yeah.
What's wrong with the shoes?
Why can't you? If you're a senior and you say to a sophomore, like your shoes, that's somehow we're going to get
a problem.
I don't think that's
senior male addressing a female.
I said female. If you'd have listened to my conversation, yes.
You've ruined the sentimental thought here.
Exactly. The whole idea.
It's
said,
fine.
Why would you move to Pender? Focus on the food. You're fine sitting. You basically said you're fine eating alone. Focus on the meal. It's a good school meal. Don't worry who you're sitting with. Stop it. Get better.
He's got to get
said.
kind gesture.
This is the most incredible. You went exactly against everything I talked about.
I'm just presenting the opposite viewpoint sometimes.
Look at Ben. Ben's beside himself over here.
Bill's trying to do a nice.
I love the sentiment.
No, you didn't. Not at all. Not at all.
Ripping
don't make inappropriate comments. Just tell them to focus on their meal. If they sit alone, they're fine. Focus on your food. You said that out loud. What is wrong with you?
You say these things. Bill's trying to have this nice thought, and you just ripped it apart.
I want you to be the UB who helps the newbie. 100. Ben says 100.
I didn't rip it apart.
Is there anything from the text line? Am I way out of bounds on this? Was I way out of bounds to have?
No,
so if Gigi says someone to another, even a male, like that, hey, I like your shoes. Oh man, that's inappropropriate.
Let's get some response
you gotta be careful.
from the text line to get us back.
You ruined the whole thing.
It was a beautiful sentiment. I thought it was a beautiful sentiment.
Okay, some response here from the text line.
Turn this took.
Great take, Bill. Exciting day down here in Beatrice. Jake, brand new school. All the new kids at elementary school are coming together. New faces for the newbies.
Oh, just walking by.
Used to have 4. Now they have one big school.
A fist bump. That's it. Just like that. Glad you're here. Who are you? Hey, what's your name? Oh, nice. I know your brother. Whatever.
Be
Sounds
careful,
cool.
though.
Sanderson says, Nora starts today. I've always taught my kids to make sure and talk with the new kids in school, especially at lunchtime. Don't just eat your food. Have some friends possibly here.
The lunchroom's the guts room. That's the hardest one there is. That's because that is a click room. That's hard. But Sandy he's on top of this. Thank you, Sanderson.
Yeah.
Bill, who in Columbus?
Bert!
Bird says, this is the way. Tell our girls to pick people up when they're down.
That's right.
Yeah. Anything at that. It's a tough
100.
world out there.
It can be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do. I mean, people take shots.
Oh, God.
They do. They
can be ruthless out there.
I couldn't imagine that going this all of a sudden you just roll into whatever. Let's say you're going to Lincoln East, you're a freshman. Like, oh, man. There's people everywhere now, and people that all know each other, and stuff's going, and they got events, and so you're trying to get to your class.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, man.
Now this is big. Tommy says, my dad had to move a lot for work. I changed schools 13 times by the end of my freshman year. I 100% appreciate what Bill is saying right now.
13 times. Thank you for getting it. Wow.
That's a lot of moving.
That's a lot of moving. That's a lot of moving. I made some moves. I made several moves. Made several moves. I didn't get to Pender, so I had like 3 moves in before that. And then I got locked in. So Steve's this is not obviously important to him. So we made that very clear. Who would move to Pender? Focus on your meal. Eat alone. You're fine. Don't worry. Do not talk to that person. Go back for seconds. You'll be fine.
LB in Minden says, you're never too cool for a fist bump and a smile.
No, you're not.
Just that.
100.
Today's fist bump day.
Yes.
Teach your kids. Cool parenting. I'm
Bill.
sorry, Steve.
Bill, I appreciated the sentiment here. I'm not sure Sip did, but
no, he just. Ben, are you what side are you on, Ben?
On your side.
Do the macaw. I agree with Bill. Yeah, do the
on
macaw.
This one, it's fine to do
Come
that.
on, I totally agreed with it.
That was
presented
it's pushback to this the good ideas that Sip brought to that Bill
This
brought
will be
to
my
the
last
table.
Bill thrills. Will not do anything.
Oh, guess what? We've received a YouTube chat from Phil Ruhlman of Ruhlman Steakhouse.
Okay,
Nice.
what's Phil have to say?
He says we don't let anyone eat alone at Ruhlman.
Oh, that's nice.
See?
That's nice.
Again, what?
But if you happen to be eating alone,
Just focus on your meal. Focus on your meal.
Thank you,
That'd
Phil.
be incredible. You just want to go have a meal by yourself and fill the seat somebody with you.
dude, I'm good.
Who are you? No, sit down.
You're
Enjoy.
lonely. You're
You look
lonely.
lonely.
No longer lonely in my steakhouse. We are all friends here.
Meet Katrina.
Trinka.
Have a good conversation.
Trinka's on standby.
Hey, get down there. Get down there. Get down to Roman's right now. We have a loner.
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Turk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Just focus on your meal. Do you not care about the human race? Oh,
I don't know. There's different ways to approach everything. Go ahead.
Okay, time for the game show.
Yeah,
Ready for this?
please, God.
464-5685. Call the takedown Sip and Bill and Trivia. Today, we learned earlier in the show again that J.J. McCarthy is out for the season for the Minnesota Vikings. Today's topic is very specific. Throwback Thursday. Vikings quarterbacks of the past.
Oh, God. This is interesting.
I'll try to be descriptive on the years.
You know one
and what,
for sure.
yeah,
Don't
you
say
should,
him.
you should know plenty of Vikings. I think we'll get a couple of these right for sure.
Okay.
right.
So 464.
Interesting. Very specific.
Yeah, very specific today. 464-5685. Shut up. Zippo starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Zippo!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown Sip and Bill and Trivia. Vikings quarterbacks of the past. If you're a Vikings fan, you should win today. You should win.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you want to say Fran Tarkenton, I'm sure. That's,
So why would you?
I'm just saying. You're going to want to say
I'm
that
assuming
one.
Fran's not in it.
Probably not in this one
Takes one
today.
out.
It's a little obvious there. Fran Tarkenton.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Jay.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that have played good football
Bill,
for the
I think
Vikings
we're in
beyond
Yeah,
Fran
I'm in
Tarkenton.
trouble. Yeah, I'm thinking through my mind. I don't have a lot here.
Get into
Okay.
that microphone.
Well, let's see how Scott feels. Scott, how do you feel about Minnesota Vikings quarterbacks of the past?
Well, I'll give it a shot. My wife's a big Vikings fan, so hopefully I've learned.
Is she with you right now to help out?
No, she's not with me, unfortunately.
Okay, all right. That's okay. Didn't help out. Okay. Bill is a lifeline if you can help out. Tip for one question as always. Scott, first question goes to you. Who was the Vikings quarterback in 2017 who delivered the game-winning pass to Stephon Diggs in the playoff game against the Saints, the Minneapolis Miracle?
Oh, boy.
Are you on a plane right now?
No.
Sounds
I'm
loud.
going to say I'm going to say Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater's the guess.
Good guess.
Not a bad guess.
Good guess. I don't know it for sure.
Taking that or passing?
I don't know it for sure.
This is
really bad.
Oh boy. You could really embarrass yourself in this situation.
You know, you won't if you don't take it.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah,
take it.
pass.
That'd be a Case Keenum was the quarterback there. Case
Wouldn't have got it.
Okay, Sip, first
Jeez.
question.
Jeez.
First question. Sorry. What former Florida State quarterback was the starter for the Vikings from 2011 to 2013? Florida State first round pick. Those offers go very loud.
Hey,
former Florida State quarterback, the starter for the Vikings from 2011 to 2013.
this is really embarrassing. We knew this could be embarrassing, and it is. Former Florida State, 2011.
Yeah.
I've got to guess if you need me to guess.
I would appreciate you guessing.
I'm going to go Ponder.
Is it Christian
got
Ponder?
it. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Christian Ponder is right.
Wife Samantha.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
1-0 lead for Sip. Scott, you're down 1-0. To stay alive, your last question. What former Louisville quarterback was the starter for the Vikings in 2014 and 2015 before a gruesome injury ended his time there?
Oh. I can see him, and I remember the injury. Because if you saw it, it was not good. Oh, my.
Who was the quarterback there? 5 seconds here, Scott, for the tie.
Scott.
5.
Scott.
Scott, you got this.
I heard for you, right?
I know you can do this, Scott. 3, 2,
Scott.
1. Any guess?
Epic fail.
Epic failures. Okay, no guess. Okay. Now I think Sid wants to take this one.
We feel bad. Handed us this one on a platter.
He already said it.
It's Teddy Bridgewater.
He said it last time. You had the name. You should have gone with your first guess. You had the name. You already said the name.
I said epic fail.
Epic fail.
Okay, that's
all right.
No, we have frozen.
No, you'd be shocked at the stuff we've missed.
Yeah.
Scott. You'd be shocked. We said there was 1 billion people.
You can freeze up sometimes.
Yeah,
on this.
He said the name and he couldn't get it. Was actually the time for
But he froze up. We froze up.
You have before.
Yeah.
But okay, last question. You guys have already won the game.
Yeah.
It's
So what
over.
are we now? 5 and 5.
Back to 500.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ben.
You guys should get this one without hesitation. What quarterback led the Vikings to the NFC title game in 2000, ultimately a 41-0 loss to the Giants?
Favre.
2000.
2000. I don't
We're
know.
going to step back now. I'm not going to take the Favre answer.
Okay, step back.
I'm gonna.
He was still with the Packers for at least 4 or 5
We
years
should
beyond
know.
that.
We should know that one.
He was with the Packers?
No.
Oh,
I'm saying Brett Favre was still with the Packers for several years
it's
beyond
We should
2000.
know this.
It's got to be George or Culpepper.
Oh,
Which one are you going with?
okay. Good job.
I don't know.
You got.
Which
That's
one?
good.
Which one?
Oh, Culpepper.
Brilliant.
Jeff
job.
George was
Good
there the
job.
previous year, so
Yeah.
it's very, very
you
good
surprise
guesses.
yourself sometimes. George or Culpepper.
Now tiebreaker for Bill. You've already
41
won.
nothing.
41. That was bad. That was
Yeah.
real bad. Okay. What is the most regular season touchdowns that Dante Culpepper had in a season in his 11 NFL seasons? The most he ever had in a year throwing. Not counting rushing touchdowns, just his passing touchdowns. Most he ever had in a year.
I don't know. I have no idea. Like 49.
Oh,
Is it
God,
over
that's
Bill?
high. I think that's high.
What would you guess?
31.
I'm 39, right in the middle. 39 was the most
Not
he ever
bad,
had.
okay.
Not bad. 49
yeah,
not a bad. It's
45
fun.
not
He had a
bad
lot of
guess.
touchdowns.
Well, I'm
so it's
thinking
fun.
16 games.
Mm-hmm.
I
just thought
for at least 2 a game, they maybe had. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought-
it's a 49 is a fine guess.
I
It's a
thought
fine
because
guess.
Jake was asking, it must be an extreme number low or
something-
low.
something
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Not the case.
Wow. What a.
It's a win. You won on
Bill's
Vikings
thrills.
quarterbacks of the past.
Bill's throws got off the rails. I hope you understand. I totally agreed with your sentiment.
Yeah, it felt like it.
I'm not sure I feel that way about it. I'm not sure what I feel after that. But thank you, though. The spillover is next on early
Hey, no,
break
I
on
will
the
not
ticket.
be participating in a spillover.
Okay,
today. I
then
got to
we'll
leave.
see you tomorrow.
What do you got? You got media?
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
You have to write?
Spillover's next.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Hey, it's Chad with Nutrition Authority. Enjoy internet-crushing prices at the back-to-school blowout. We're taking our better-than-internet prices and cutting them even deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, August 12th through Saturday, August 17th, the back-to-school blowout is on at Nutrition Authority. For location info, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $25.60 per hour, which grows to $30.12 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $34.51 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacations for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Raph and AD, sponsored by Computer Hardware. Go see Trip and the squad at 70 to know for all your Apple product needs. We were just having a discussion, guys, off the air about my Amtrak trip coming up this weekend. I'm hearing a lot of horror stories off the text line about it won't be on time. Just prepare yourself for a long trip. It is a punishment. Now, I told you guys I had the option to go to Holdridge and back, but it would get there at 3 in the morning. What do I do at 3 in the morning? I'd like to do something out of this, so that's why I'm going to take the long trip to Denver. You have had horror stories regarding some Greyhound bus tours or trips to the past yourself, so you feel my pain possibly here. Is what you're telling me.
Yeah, bro. I'll say this though, and Raph's got a story too. Me and Cluster Johnson, it was the 92 Orange Bowl, I believe, 92 or 93 Orange Bowl. They would give the players an extra money if you didn't fly back on the team plane. It's a couple $100, $200 or $300 or something like that, which that's a lot of money to me now.
Sure it is.
In college, it was a ton of money. I have not been on a Greyhound bus since. That was the longest, and I took it from Miami to Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. My relatives that live at, from Mobile back to Lincoln. Never again.
What was the problem for those who don't know?
Oh, you stop, like Raph said, like every 30 to 45 minutes. Because people back then it was like, you can take a smoke break. I mean, you can't smoke on Earth anymore. But
was the bus nice at least or not?
Bro, it was a bus.
It's just a bus.
Bus. It was a bus. And I'm not saying it was a raggedy bus. It was a Greyhound, but it's just the concept and the personalities you meet is something, man.
Yeah, you definitely want to get in the right bus clique, because if you get it off on the wrong foot on your bus, that makes it really miserable.
Yeah, it was not good, man. None of the none of the bus stops down there were in good condition. You had people that were, fighting. Our bus driver left the lady because she was popping off at the mouth about how much time she had to finish her square.
Now that cracks me up.
And he's like, I'm going to tell you one more time, either get on this bus or get the walk-in. She's pop, 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 pop. Sure enough, all we've seen in the dark was an orange little glow as she left her in a small town in the South.
Some say you still see her walking.
She's still on the road back. She hasn't made it back yet.
No,
see, I'm getting a mixed response from the text line about the Amtrak. It is very much so hit or miss. Sanderson says, prepare yourself, Jake. It's a nightmare on those trains. Someone else says, my in-laws have taken the train to Chicago twice. No problem, Jake. You should be okay. Big Daddy Travis says, I took a train to Denver when I was 16. It was a cool experience. I don't regret that at all. And then also, he says, I read that wrong. He said, I would not do it again. It was a cool experience. He did say it was a cool experience, though. Cool experience. And then someone else says, quick thoughts on Jake's Amtrak trip. I worked for a major railroad, and more days than not, I am right next to Union Station in KC. We're both the small river runner Amtrak that goes from KC to St. Louis, and the big one that goes to LA to Chicago. 8 of 10 days, the Southern Chief is at least 2 hours late. I checked today, and it's 2.5 hours late. The one that Jake's taking from Lincoln to Denver is currently 1.5 hours late.
Oh, boy.
So I'm supposed to leave at 12:46 a.m. on Saturday morning. So Friday night, early Saturday morning.
Right.
That could turn into possibly 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. So now you're really staying up late. You hope you hope that you don't oversleep when the train gets there.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to come from my house at 2 a.m. I'm going to be down here in the area.
Yeah, you're going to have to be, because if there's a change, kind of like airplanes, they always say be at the gate, because if there's a change, they're going regardless. But the good thing is, man, he'll get to sleep though, Raph. He'll get to sleep.
I hope I can sleep. I might take some sort of a sleeping, pill or something. I don't know.
Take some Benadryl.
Maybe Benadryl, some NyQuil, maybe.
Tylenol PM.
If anything, this is a learning experience for you. Do not finish last in your fantasy football league.
And I had finished first the previous year, which is why this is painful. So this would be great. And I told people that they got mad at me because I haven't done it yet. I'm like, guys, I'm doing it the week before the draft. This is like the ultimate punishment where I know that I don't want to finish last again.
No, you don't want to do
I'm giving you something to work with here as a precursor to the draft of here's Jake finally doing his last place punishment, and it was tough.
How do you guys determine your draft position?
Well, it's how you finish on
the. I've been seeing a lot where a lot of guys are going out and running 40s.
No, it's all about where you finished the previous year.
I said that.
Pulling hamstrings.
Yeah, that you're just begging for an injury.
I was like, I'll take the last pick.
Yeah, I would want to do that.
Someone else says the train is awesome and scenery is beautiful. If I can see, it's gonna be dark the whole time.
Yeah, you won't.
I won't see much at all.
Anything.
Yeah, 12:40. If it's on time, let's say that if it's on time, 12:46. Obviously, pitch black outside. It doesn't get light till like 7 o'clock or so.
Well, that's here in Lincoln.
I'm gonna get there at
the
7:50. Yeah, right. 7:56 a.m. in Denver if it's on time. So I won't see really anything at all the whole time.
You won't see much. Hopefully, you just sleep good though, man.
I need the sleep.
No. You have is it the sleeper car?
I'm not getting one of those. No.
So you're just gonna be in your.
I'm not paying the $300 for that. I'm paying like $100 basically to get out there.
So you're just gonna be just in your chair.
Maybe you can. I don't know if you can recline it and check that out.
It's probably like an airplane seat.
I'm bringing the neck pillow with me so I can do that, and again the Tylenol PM or NyQuil to sleep.
It's a trip you won't forget.
Just know I'm not taking the Amtrak back. I rented a car to get back because I could have flown, but the flights were just super expensive already.
When do you drive back? Sunday. So if you don't get much sleep,
well, that's gonna be rough.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that.
Don't worry, guys. I can consume coffee at any time. Not concerned.
Just that. Okay.
I've done a lot of things in my life on very low sleep, including drive or go somewhere.
Yeah, I remember you and.
Don't worry about me.
You can always stop in North Platte halfway and just say hi to my constituents.
I could do that. I might stop there for lunch and a quick cat nap. You never know.
Yep.
I'll be on the show. I will be on the show on Monday, regardless. Don't worry, people. I'm not missing. I'll be here tomorrow show. I'll be here Monday show. I will not miss anything.
When you looked at the rental car, you're doing a one-way rental, right?
That's right.
That's not cheap.
I was like, well, with discount, I got it for $80. That's pretty good with that. I mean, you got to pay for gas, but you feel maybe 1.5 times probably it's top.
$80. That's not bad. Man.
I think I fly anyway.
Yeah, I'm not driving.
Well, again, I could have flown, but I just didn't want. It's the prices were stupid. To get back to Lincoln from Denver is like $500 around.
Oh,
one way. So I'm not doing that. Now Omaha, I don't have a ride back from Omaha, so I guess why would I do that?
AD would have came pick you up.
What's that?
We would have came pick
He's
you
like,
up.
are you sure? Gonna volunteer me for that, Raph? Cole says, if you sleep, is it really a punishment? Yeah, because yes, it is. You're still on the Amtrak. I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
sitting up basically. That's punishment.
Yeah,
that's.
And I'm sure I won't be able to sleep that well anyway. So
this is a grueling trip.
It is. I'll have plenty of reports back on Monday.
I don't know if I'd be playing your team's football league.
Well,
that's some brutal punishment there. I mean, anything like doing some push-ups.
Well, I believe when you were talking about your punishments,
I could have done
you left one out.
I could have done a half marathon, possibly.
Probably
a tattoo of some capacity. Didn't want to do a tattoo.
Dolphins tattoo.
Well, I could have. I'm not doing that until they actually do something, though.
Oh.
They don't deserve a tattoo from me until they actually win the Super Bowl.
And Jake's never gonna have a tattoo.
I'm with you on that. I'm not getting.
I will gladly consider that if they get it done. I'm like, all right, we got a title. I would consider a tattoo at that point. Consider, not for sure. Consider.
The tat has to mean something. You know what? Speaking of the Dolphins, I got to bring this up to you, brother.
Okay.
And it is actually it saves. I seen it on social media. I actually saved this, and I meant to send this to you from IG. Come on, phone. Come on. It's basically talking about when now it's acting crazy. It's basically it was the anniversary. They were talking about when the your Dolphins ran the Wildcat and scored 5 touchdowns during that game. They introduced the Wildcat.
Did it against the Patriots. It was a beautiful day. The Dolphins were 0-2 going into that game, and they unveiled the Wildcat and just being like 38-13. It was glorious. And then they made the playoffs. They went from like 1-15 to 11-5 that year. It made the playoffs, and it got smoked by the Ravens in the playoffs, but it was still a great year.
And you remember when other teams tried to adapt it, and it worked for maybe half a season. The defensive coordinator said,
"Enough
of that. We're just."
But we had the glorious season.
Yes, you did.
We did, and we don't forget that. That's
Yes, you
it for us. To Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon. Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity,